To me, being an achiever means creating impact. It's all well and good to make money while you're in the process of building whatever, but I think being an achiever really means making impact. What can that money or whatever you built, how does it impact people's lives? Being a co-founder in one of the leading prop techs in Nigeria has been tough because as we grow, competition is coming up. So we have a target on our backs, but the way I see competition in my own world view is that we can all solve this problem. There's a huge problem we're trying to solve, right? And we're also opening gates for prop techs coming behind us. But it's tough. Being a co-founder is a very, very tough journey. People see the glitz and glamour, in the papers and news. They see we are raising funds, we're doing this, we're expanding, but they don't see, the late nights, the tears and blood that, that's being put into it, leading a team. They don't see all of that. So it's sort of difficult, especially in this part of the world where, we're in a third world country. So it's hard. I think two defining moments for me in my journey, from working in one of Nigeria's largest banks to joining a fintech company and starting my own business, would be one, the bosses I had. They were leaders that I looked up to, that looked out for me, that put me on the right path, told me hard work was necessary, but also told me that smart work was important. And my parents, I grew up with parents who are now entrepreneurs. My brother is also an entrepreneur. So entrepreneurship is not something that's unfamiliar to us or unfamiliar to me. My grandfather was an entrepreneur for a long time as well, in the real estate industry to be precise. So I'm very familiar with entrepreneurship, and I would say with what we're building, we are trying to bring two demographics together, right? And I think their attitude to it is they're trying. They're striving a lot to create, reduce that gap, right? The older people are not very tech savvy, so it's sort of difficult for us with what we provide as a business. But the younger guys are trying to do as much as they can, right? You see people working 2-3 jobs at a time. And thank God for technology today, you're able to leverage that to, sort of have multiple sources of income. So I think like the youth today, their mindset to working is much different from, the older generation who went to one job and did that for the rest of their lives. Because of economic, issues, as well as the capabilities of technology today, the youth are, multitasking to get things done. There's nothing that's new under the sun, right? And the old people know that. They get to a stage in their lives that they figure that out. I think young people should, sort of take the good things from that. It will make you wiser in terms of how to navigate life in general. My advice for young people that are trying to make an impact would be to keep pushing. It's hard work. It never looks like what the end of the journey will be when you're going through it. So it will be painful, but keep pushing. There's always an end that's beautiful, when you finish or when you come to an end, when you make that impact, you would realize it, but you have to keep pushing. You have to go through the problem and not around it.